It is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. The finale of Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings. Episode 3 was today. Thank you, Sega, for changing the time so it's much earlier in the day. Here we are. Episode 3, To the Ark. So, here's the gun base. We got the ship that Shadow's going to use. As you can see, Team Dark has already taken care of most of Gun's defenses. And pretty much here, Shadow has now told Rouge about his past. So she now knows everything about Shadow. He tells her Gun funded the research that created him. Then they silenced everyone aboard the Ark. You know, all that type of stuff. And she's like, and you think, something's going on in the Ark, right? And Shadow's like, yeah, pretty much. So Rouge tells Shadow, don't get caught up in any vendettas today. And Shadow's like, Gun is not my enemy tonight. They're just an obstacle. We get this gun chip here, of course, and we get some fantastic action between Omega and this ship. And as you can see, Omega, he pretty much takes out all the missiles that this ship fires, except for one. And Shadow, like the freaking Chad he is, just grabs this damn thing. And he launches it at the missile, right? Look at that. He launches it at the missile. Then my man decides, no, I don't actually want to, he doesn't actually want the thing to hit the guy, blow up, and kill him. So he chaos controls up to the ship, grabs the missile again, and just throws it. And look at that, he just starts chaos controlling around. Big fight here with Shadow, just chaos controlling to avoid all the missiles. Then he straight up uses, the one with the emerald, the chaos control with the emerald, and just destroys all the ships. And then Shadow does the spin dash, and he spin dashes right into the ship, breaking it. So now this guy's got to get out of here. He's got to eject, but his lever's not working. But Shadow, he shows up. Oh my god, look at that shot. Looks like he's going to punch the guy, but no. This is the new Shadow. This is the Shadow we know now. He saves the gun soldier, and there goes the ship. Also, can I just point out the fact that, if we can, that this is the first time we've seen like a human in Sonic, like a human character in Sonic. It's just a pilot of a ship, right? He's an unnamed pilot dude. But it's the first time we've seen a human in Sonic for how long? Like, when's the last time we actually saw a human character in Sonic? Like, Unleashed, maybe? Right? Like, I'm not counting Gerald and Maria in flashbacks that we've obviously gotten here. But, like, when's the last time we've had, like, a human character in Sonic? Like, it probably Unleashed, right? I'm thinking. So, seeing an actual human character here again was, freaking crazy. But anyway, so that guy's taken care of. Omega's like, I wanted to do that. And Shadow's like, well. So, we're now aboard the ship. Rouge is getting Shadow, ready. They launch, but however, the server says, you are not authorized, buckaroos, and goes to fire a bunch of guns to take down the ship. So Shadow is in trouble, and Rouge is like, Omega, you gotta get out there, you have to stop those guns. However, as soon as I saw this, I was like, no goddamn way. It is, of course, the gun commander. He is here, and he tells all the guns to stand down. Right? And we get his full official name, Abraham Tower. So it is official. They have taken his full-on Archie name, and they are straight up pulling that into canon. I love that. That's such a cool thing. I know I said this last time in my last review, but I like how the commander didn't have a name. He was just Gun Commander. So the fact that Ian Flynn took the name that they made up for Archie, and is just like, I'm just going to pull that and bring that over here. I like that. I love stuff like that when they pull from other continuities and all that. It's really fun and nice, and I like that they did that here for the Gun Commander. It's a small thing of just giving him a name, but it's nice that he now has an official canon name, which was the same one in Archie. So he pretty much tells them all to stand down. That lets Shadow escape, and Rouge is like, hey, I got that intel you wanted. And what is that intel? Why, it's the Time Eater, of course. Why wouldn't it be? So Gun was well aware of the Time Eater and was researching the Time Eater. And eventually, you know, the commander's like, you know, he's like, you know, after everything me and Shadow have been through, you know, despite our differences and despite all the stuff we've been through, he helped save the world against Black Doom, so I would have helped him if he had just wanted a ship. If he had said that, you know, he thought something was going on in the Ark, I would have given him the ship. You know, he just had to ask. And Rouge is like, when has Shadow ever asked for help? You know? And the commander's like, well, you could have talked him out of it, you know? And Rouge says, there's only one person that could have talked Shadow out of it. Which is, of course, Maria. So we get this beautiful song playing in the background, by the way. Which I'm now going to be probably listening to on my Spotify. It's a very nice emotional song playing right now in the background as Shadow takes the ship to the Ark. And we get flashbacks. Him and Maria. Oh, it's so sweet, so nice. Shadow remembering what he's lost. But he snaps out of it. He's like, no, that's gone now. I have to focus on, you know, what's ahead. And I have to focus on what's on the Ark. And, you know, ship disengages like it normally does. And Shadow is on his way to the space colony Ark. And with that beautiful shot and the pan up to the Ark and the still destroyed moon, thanks for that, Eggman, we end Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings with no end credit scene, because of course not. And that's it. That is Dark Beginnings as a whole done, and that is the third episode done. So as an episode, I really liked it. It's, again, real simple. It gave us the official confirmation of the Gun Commander's name. We now know where Shadow's going, so that I think that also tells us what the first mission in Shadow Generations is going to be. It's probably going to be the Space Colony Ark is our first mission, like our first level, right? Act 1, Act 2 is probably going to be the Space Colony Ark, and then there is when the Time Eater's disturbance will happen. Shadow gets sent to the white space, and all that stuff happens. So, that pretty much tells us how Shadow's campaign is going to start. Tells us all how he got there. We got, you know, the prologue, how Shadow gets to that point, and it was done very nicely. It gave us a lot of lore bits, you know, like Shadow knew he was made with Black Doom DNA at the very beginning before Gerald messed with his mind. We got to see all this type of stuff that kind of gives us a bit more lore on Shadow and a bit more lore on other characters as well. It was really fun, really nice. And of course it explains why Shadow isn't at Sonic's birthday party, which is the main reason that this exists. Why weren't you at the damn birthday party, Shadow? It was a piece of cake ready for you and everything. But that does it for Dark Beginnings as a whole. Awesome. Loved it. It's fantastic. And Sega, I mean, just look at this. What am I... Give me an entire dang Sonic show like this. Like, how can I not get this? Please, Sega. Studio GigX that did this, they need to do more animations for Sonic in general. Give them a show. Please just give them a show. This is beautiful. This was awesome. I loved this little prologue they've done. We'll probably get a supercut of all the episodes together at one point, and this was awesome. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Ian Flynn, once again, he's cooking. So, that's it. What did you all think of Dark Beginnings as a whole? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time.